Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds in the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close on that shit.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
This is Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Allen. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Allen taking it himself. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
On the ready. Ready.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Allen off the play fake. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. On play action, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Going deep for Diggs. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Now Allen. Completion left side to Miller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
2 now on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards.
And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try...
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing a 2nd and a bundle.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they struggle throwing it, they've got to find some...
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And this is Cook with the grab.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Allen now looks to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bills are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Right back to him on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders of the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead, oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe you move on to the
it.